Welcome to Bleachers and Speakers. I'm your host, Joe, and I got my boy B Foster, and we are here to bring you a featured player of the week, a 2024 NFL draft prospect. Without further ado, Foster, I'll let you go ahead and talk about who we got up here.
All right, so by now you guys have the theme for this week, and it's all wide receivers. These are all guys that have similarities in a way, but I feel like they all also have things that make them different and unique. But the last player that we're going to talk about is Adonai Mitchell out of Texas. He is a 6'2", 205-pound receiver who specializes in yards after catch. He's expected to go in the late first round, and he ran a 4.340, which I think that a lot of people were not expecting, or I feel like he definitely jumped up in his draft stock due to running that fast at that size. He also had a 39 and a half vert, and he ranked fourth overall amongst receivers, athleticism wise, and eighth overall. As far as the strengths, he has quick feet and he uses the 2 foot drop near out of bounds. Obviously, in college, you only have to get 1 foot in, but he's already utilizing the 2 feet, knowing that he's on his way to the league. So that's something that he is already well on his way to doing. He tracks the ball well, which is, like I said previously, it's very important when you're catching balls down the field. He breaks tackles well. He falls forward, and he's has the ability to break the press. He is learning to catch in tight quarters. He similar to the previous guy, Brian Thomas, is learning to catch those contested balls in close quarters with the DB, breathing down his back. As far as his weaknesses, he tends to be a cradle catcher. This is kind of a major no-no for receivers. They teach you to catch the ball with your hands, which ironically prevents you from getting those yards after catch, because catching the ball away from your body enables you to be more mobile once you catch it. So ironically, he can improve his yards after catch if he catches more balls with his actual hands. Um, he also needs to be more aggressive. He tends to allow smaller players in his space to contest those catches. When you're a big guy, they really want you to utilize that strength to the best of your abilities. So he needs to be more aggressive, and his overall intensity tends to fluctuate as well. So when you talk about players that got that dog in them, I think that he needs to show more of that dog at the next level, because he has the physical attributes to display that. We know he's obviously got the speed, but being more aggressive and utilizing that strength to keep those little DBs up off you, it's going to go a long way for him. And he just needs to be more fluid in his route running. I think that that's going to be something that he can work on. And like you said, when you're at the college level, you don't have to lean as much on your fundamentals and route running, because you're just faster than just about everybody out there. So, these, I think those are some things that he can, just get in the lab and work on every day. And I think that he will be certainly somewhere around that first round, but I think that he's going to be ready to play pretty much from day one. As far as his fit with the Detroit Lions, similar to Brian Thomas, he has the height and size that we will need to kind of offset, the smaller guys that we have. Um, I like the big play ability that he has, because he can turn a 5 yard slant into a 40-yard run, 50-yard run. You can never have enough guys like that. And if he displays more of that, tenacity and toughness, he's going to be a good red zone threat. Close to the opponent's end zone as well. But I would not be upset with them, with the Lions going in that direction. another 4-3 guy. Um, the big plays. You can't have enough big play guys and enough speedy guys. We lean heavily on the hopes that Jamison Williams would be that guy, and he has shown the potential, and he's displayed that. But to have another guy like that, the the defense is the defense coordinator's head is going to be spinning when he's got to deal with a Jameer Gibbs, a Jamison Williams, a Sam Laporta, a Amon-Ra St. Brown. I mean, even a Donovan Peoples-Jones. I mean, he can stretch the field as well. So you put a young receiver like that in the mix of that, you got a recipe for disaster for the other team. So that's Adonai Mitchell from Texas.
Gunny ahead. Adonai Mitchell or Brian Thomas at 29 if you had to pick a wide receiver.
Thomas.
There it is, man. I had no idea Donnie Mitchell ran a 4.3. I thought he was a 4.5 guy going
Right.
into, but I see why he was the number one target at Texas. I see
They
why.
had a good quarterback over there. So
They got a good quarterback over there, but I see why he was the number one receiver around
Yeah,
because
for sure. For sure.
he's definitely at 6'2", 4.3 40. He has the size and the speed to get open, and they threw a lot of jump balls his way as well. So that'll do it for us this week on Featured Players. You can check us out. Please subscribe to Bleachers to Speakers on YouTube. Also, check us out on all podcast streaming platforms, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, and any of them. Just type in Bleachers to Speakers, FFSN in the search. Find us, follow us, download the episodes.